still a little.
How many hit points do you have?
109.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Damn.
I mean, I have technically 172.
Technically.
Technically.
We can fix that.
I
East-
have an effective 80.
East walked out with how many hit
He
points
was at
did he
2,
have?
I
It
think.
was 234.
Yeah. And then he got mad when I'm like, yeah, no, you're the tank.
And he was still a good like 30-ish points away from filling up that blood vial ability as well that increased that max hit points.
It was pretty.
Or no, he was more than that. He could have gone to a max of like, I think it was like 375 or something was his theoretical max with that extra ability. He got like the glass cannon ability. He got one called Blood Vial, which every time you kill a worthy enemy, someone within 4 levels of you or whatever, you gain 1 permanent hit point, and that could go to a maximum of 50% of his max hit points. And he was a barbarian, so his theoretical max was already huge, and then you add 50% on top of that, and his theoretical max was insane. Tons and tons of hit points.
Yeah, he was a stocky boy.
Makes sense.
He didn't quite make it there, but if he had made it to that maximum hit points, he would have had more hit points than like the giant plant monster under Leadshire. It's a 300 hit point monster, boss fight kind of thing.
Might work.
Yeah.
We'll come back for him.
Yeah. Well, with damage reductions and stuff. Bludgeoning wouldn't work too well with him. You want to come back later for that?
No.
Because he's been expanding his domain.
Yeah, no. As long as he...
And then you went and cut off his water supply, so that might cause some issues.
Did we?
Yeah. You closed that portal.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, so he'll just wither away by himself anyways. Yeah, it's fine.
Unless he reaches a substantial source of water, like a great river running just a couple miles east of him.
I was gonna say nature always finds a way.
Yeah, maybe. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
We'll cross that bridge. We'll burn that bridge when we get there.
Mhm.
Welcome back to Mad King, everybody.
Hello!
You guys are currently in that ritual room. You've taken a second. You cast some healing spells on you. You can hear a ruckus down below the tower, but at this point, it honestly sounds more like an evacuation than anything else. Grugnug's fire tornado is hit. The trenches are getting overrun. There's a dragon flying around. Things are not necessarily going well for the Mad King's men here.
We haven't come across the Magister yet.
You have not.
Oh, yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You'll cross that bridge when you get there. You guys have healed yourselves up and head downstairs.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
bees leading the way.
the bees catch mostly like some odd end technicians in rank and file for the next couple of floors. Seems like they were scrambling to like remove magical weapons and items and like hit the floor. They're basically abandoning the tower.
But they were interrupted by bees.
But they were interrupted by bees. If you guys want, there's the regular alchemist fires, but beefed up to deal some more damage. You could stock up on a couple of those. There is a shelf that one technician was at that the bees quickly subdued. They're full of these little statuettes, and they're carved to kind of look like I don't know, like a golem-y guy, little earth elemental kind of look to them. Little porcelain figurines.
How many of these?
There's maybe a dozen of them.
Yeah. Gather up all of those.
Yeah, they do have some kind of minor enchantment to them. They don't seem like the craziest. That's a recommendation.
What? No, that is no. It's gonna. All I can think about is oh crap, that episode of Family Guy where Peter eats like a bunch of the like space food that needs to be rehydrated and a cup of water.
Oh god, that made me thirsty.
Everybody leave. I need to poop. All right. All right.
There's some odd end things. They have a lot of like arrows that are obviously enchanted, but they have like basic enchantments. They've got a little bit of extra seeking on them, so they get some extra bonuses. They're magically lacerated, so they cause bleeding damage. fire damage, ice damage, electric damage, you name it. It's in these next couple of floors that you guys are quickly clearing out.
Yeah, cool. As we walk by, I'll just like have my little portable hole open, and I'm just
You just kind of like
yeah, everything.
like a Portland Walmart. You just
Yeah.
just knock the shelves into a bag and go.
Everything's going in the hole. We'll
Everything
spit it out
must go.
later. Yeah, dude. We'll scoop everything up, and it seems like it seems like we're restocking my explosives.
Do it. Don't be a bitch.
You want to eat one? Go for it.
There
Just read
isn't
in the
a
comments,
whole
my
ton.
guy.
There isn't a whole ton in the way of like there isn't anything in the way of true explosives because of course this is the fortified position, and throwing those kind of things and setting off those kind of things would harm them realistically more than the enemies. So you run into things like these alchemist fires, these Molotov cocktail style deals where they won't hurt physical structures, but they'll really hurt people. Because of course, the big enemy that they've been facing are the orcs, and they're all riding animals. They don't really, they're very low tech when it really comes down to it. So, high explosives aren't really the call here.
All right.
As you guys work your way down over the next maybe minute or two, you eventually hit like a hard line. You hit a floor where they have collapsed a couple of floors onto each other to block out your way to just like descend stairs. There's maybe a 40-foot drop, 4 floors that have been destroyed, and that is now rubble sitting on top of the stairwell and any other way down.
Cowards. So what do we do to solve this problem?
We could go the back way.
Back way.
I mean, we have other planes to pick from. We don't have to go on this one.
All right, go for it.
Don't give me that look.
I was thinking more like, are there any bed sheets that we can tie and rappel down the window?
Don't you have slow fall as a monk?
I do, but they're not monks.
They can figure it out.
He's a big, strong.
I probably got
boy.
another communal airwalk in me.
Cool.
That would work better.
That'd
Easy
work.
as.
That'd work way better than
Yeah.
tied up bed sheets. Yeah, there are still on these not necessarily upper floors, but these mid floors. There are some small balconies and like arrow slits that not necessarily that you couldn't fit through, but
Sure.
you could utilize the balcony.
How's it looking outside this window? How many shots
Yeah.
are we gonna take if we just like
You
dip out
you
the
kind of
side?
you kind of peek your head outside and you see there are
Just a
fucking
hail of
arrow, like,
arrows.
twins.
Yeah. not one arrow. There's
Hey, what's
like
going on out here?
there's like the door swings open and you poke your head out and you just hear like this communal twang, and there's like 100 arrows
Yeah.
making their way towards you.
Release.
Yeah,
Nope.
there is the tower is surrounded by an inner ring of rank and file kind of spearsmen and stuff, organizing, setting things up. There are archers then out and around that, and there seems to be boxes, like they've been moving stuff out of the tower, of course. A lot of it is just kind of set along the base of the tower. And roll a perception roll. Maybe you'll get some little extra kiblins.
38.
38. There is a man with this strange kind of rainbow sheen to his hair. He stands there. He is
Fucking
in
greasy.
kind of like a robe, very unarmored. He has a rapier at his side, and he is gazing up at you, and standing next to him is a humongous monster. It is generally man-shaped. If a man was the most horrendous rendition of Sonic the Hedgehog you've ever seen.
Okay. Yeah.
It is the Magister, and he is a porcupine. And as you open the door and hear that twang, they both make eye contact with you,
Nice.
and they both just have like these unintrusive dead eyes.
Yeah. There's just that half second of like
Yeah.
recognition.
They're just they recognize you, but they don't
Care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like,
No, I understand.
whatever.
The fucking wheels are turning, but the hamster's fucking dead.
I mean, hamsters do go into a hibernate state.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, we
Hamsters just die.
just shut that
I've
bitch.
never
The-
met
That's
anyone
actually a thing.
who's
The hamster magister didn't make it long in the world.
like,
He was one of the
literally
early failed renditions.
he was,
so
he was an
sad,
early
but
prototype.
No one I know has had a hamster that's died of old age.
No, they don't. Nobody does, and that's why I don't support the hamster
I had a
pet
hamster
trade.
The hamster
starved
trade.
itself until it died.
Yeah, hamsters just aren't made to live.
Mine is really sad. My hamster story's sad.
The thing too with hamsters is, almost exclusively they're sold with the aspen chips and
Yeah,
the
they have
colorful
such bad
cages and stuff.
restoration issues because
And
of
that's
it.
not what they live on, man. They don't. That's
Yeah.
not good for them at all.
Same thing with rats.
They're supposed to live on dirt with like plants around them and some rocks. Like they don't live on bark. They don't climb trees. They don't do anything with trees unless there's like a convenient hole under their roots that they can go burrow into and live in.
You see a hamster in a tree, something seriously wrong has occurred.
Yeah, somebody has put it there. It's the tortoise on the fence post. Somebody's done it, and you don't know why. So if you get a hamster, please don't put them on aspen chips. It's going to kill your hamster faster than the hamster is going to kill itself, right?
The more you
Just
know.
Don't get hamsters.
They're also
Yeah.
just, they're prey animals, and you're a huge predator, like a massive predator, constantly like right here staring at it. And they have heart attacks. They just stop. It's like if you've ever encountered like wildlife that's mostly injured, you get that rabbit that's like mostly injured. If you walk up to it, if it can't get away from you, it just has a heart attack and dies. Like that's what they do.
Also, rabbits are very delicious.
And then the meat
Yeah.
is
So
boiled
good.
because it's all gamey and full of hormones.
You
and
just slow cook it.
just shoot it in the forehead.
Yeah, I mean that's the best way to do it. Shotguns for rabbit hunting might be convenient, but God, if a 22 doesn't make better meat.
This is gonna sound fucked up, but we always just broke their necks.
Well, yeah. When you
Yeah.
get up to them, of course you break it.
Yeah.
It's like if you catch a fish, you snap its neck right out the gate. People who like
Wait, you don't get it alive?
catch fish and either gut it alive or like they put it on the stringer still alive, and they're like, well, maybe I'll catch a bigger one later, and then I'll release this one, and
Especially
so I
with
can
fucking
get my
stalkers,
limit
man.
and
They're
stuff.
just so fragile.
They're so fragile. It's like just if you get it and you're keeping it, bust his head, be done with it.
Yeah.
Don't be cruel. So tasty. God, I can't wait for trout season. It's been so nice
I
out.
know.
And it's just like
I was like,
I'm getting that
we got to
itch.
go back up to Glenwood soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Hit the mesa.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I don't think outside is our best option.
Okay, well we can't go down the stairs.
We can go
Airwalk.
through the stairs.
Well, the airwalk fit.
Would make you go outside.
Yeah, that's
Well,
our
I mean, can't
outside
we
option.
just go? Because they said they just like collapse the floors. Can't we just?
And we have to dig through rubble.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
I'm
not the
tracking.
40-foot drop that I care about. I know all of you are more than equipped to handle that.
Tracking.
It is the
Um,
4 stories worth of rubble and bullshit that they have now piled.
Okay.
Blitz, is there another secret tunnel?
Oh, that's a good point.
Secret tunnel.
It was over there.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Shit.
It's
There's
inside
a little
the normal
sign that says, like,
facade,
secret, secret tunnel, and then it's
All right.
like
Yeah,
collapsed.
on the fourth, on that last complete floor, he like pushes open the door, and it's just like 3 boards hanging into the abyss. He's like, "Oh, shit.
So, hear me out.
Oh god.
Hear me out.
Oh, no.
dude.
How many people can you take with you at once with your shadow ring?
Nobody.
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 It's
What's
just
the
me.
bees?
Ah.
What about the bees?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well,
The bees
We
might
don't
be
have
able
to
to
go to
like
the shadow realm
worm their
either.
way
yeah.
We
Please,
can go
through.
to-
let's not. If
We
don't
can
have
go
to.
to much nicer dimensions.
Yeah.
Because through the fire plane, all my bees are gonna go poof.
We're not going to the fire plane. I'm the only one who
You
won't have
might
a
not
bad
survive
time.
if you go to the fire plane.
If you have a nicer plane, I'm
There
fine
are
with that.
there's many planes, my friend.
I just don't know if you have access to all of them. I knew you could get into the fire one.
Mr. President, there's many planes.
There's a second plane. Yeah, just like a general wisdom check to see like what my knowledge of planes is like.
They fly. No one knows how. It's a mystery.
I It's
So many
21.
people know
A
how.
21.
Can I think of a safe
You're-
plane
you're-
relatively?
There are plenty of safe planes. There's the plane of beer, right? Like
Sure.
that's a great one. You'd love to go there. The heavenly plane is very
Heavenly.
welcoming, especially to
Shit, that might not be a bad call.
folk like you guys.
I mean, you might not be able to leave afterward.
However, planes that are tied, like in that 1-to-1 kind of dimension style,
Right.
to the physical plane,
Oh,
you know,
that's fair because I guess
you
we
didn't
could
even
just
know
be, like,
you didn't even know the shadow plane existed until recently,
we could just
and
be
you
like,
just found out that the fire plane does it.
because we could be like in a mountain if we go into a plane that's not 1-to-1 with ours.
We could
Yeah.
do the bag
Yeah.
of holding trick.
It could be such a thing that if you go to, you would know for a fact, right? The heavenly plane is a totally
Right.
separate thing. If you transport yourself there and you transport back, it does not matter how much moving around you do. You're going to where you would left from.
And the closest one's the ethereal plane, right?
The-
That's like
the closest and easiest is the ethereal. You do know that that does have relatively a 1-to-1. The fire plane isn't 1-to-1, but you've kind of got it partially figured out.
I at least have up and down figured.
You've got
out,
up and down
that's what
figured
would
out.
be
You know
important
up and down is correct. Those are the same. And the shadow plane now
here. Bad.
is not only bad but is 1-to-1.
So I'm hearing ethereal.
Yeah, but the issue with the ethereal plane is that most spellcasters are aware of it, and you can cast spells into it,
Yeah.
And
but
you
not
are
the other way around.
in the magic place.
So how long?
And the dream place. There's dream hags there.
So we just have.
There's
like
a lot of things there.
There's a lot
essentially
of
we
things
just have
there.
like a 60-foot fall that we need to do, right?
Correct.
There's a rhino
basically.
there.
Give or
Okay.
take. There-
It's not like
There
a
was,
Maybe.
yeah.
drop, right? So like the stairs all exist. They collapsed the stairs in on themselves so that we can't go through. There's not like a
No,
drop.
no. Yeah. So what I'm saying is we only have like 60 feet that we have to worry about.
Because it's
How
the fall plus
quickly-
rubble.
How quickly do you think we can
Pretty quick.
cover that distance?
So the fire plane fall was about 1 foot there is equivalent of like 3 in real life.
Okay. Because my thought is maybe we do shadow and we're just in and out super fast.
So here's the thing that happens with the shadow, right? Like I can take you all if we use the bag of holding, but once we get in, the bag of holding reverses and y'all are spilled
Yeah,
out.
but he can do the plane shift, so he could just take us there. So we wouldn't have to do that.
Why do you want to go to the most dangerous one?
Because that's
One
the
of
only
most
other one I could
dangerous
think of.
ones.
It's all I've got.
We can do the bag of holding trick in the plane of fire as well.
Unless it does the same thing that it does when we go to the shadow place
Does
and
he just like
we go
actively
into
try
the
to get everyone
plane.
killed?
Sometimes,
when
yeah.
we go into the
Makes
shadow
my
plane
job
with the
kinda
bag
easy,
of holding
honestly.
trick,
I mean,
it, like,
does.
empties the bag of holding and dumps us all out like the second we're in there.
Yeah.
but
Don't want that to
it's
happen
never
in the fire
emptied.
plane.
Was it just the bag of holding? Does everyone's bag of holdings get emptied, or is it the one that had living beings inside?
You only had the one at the time.
Yeah, we only have the one.
Because I mean, I've been to the shadow or the flame plane and never had any issues with my bag of holding.
The other thing we could do, and I don't know if you want to pop this yet, but it is something we could do, is we still go out the window with the communal airwalk, but you pop your invincibility and we just cower behind you while we go down.
I like that
mean,
idea.
He just kinda,
Oozle
like,
shield.
he just,
Oozle
like,
shield.
footballs the bag of holding and just.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, dog. I mean, we
'Cause,
can
like,
give it a
I've-
shot.
I've got snatch arrow and 8 arms, but that's not
That's
that
only
many
8 arrows.
not that many arrows.
I
Also,
mean-
you don't have 8 arms. You have 6 now,
Yeah.
and a leg.
Yeah.
You can't
I
use
mean,
snatch
if
arrows with your
that's
leg.
if that's the plan y'all want to go with, I'll run with it.
You could enchant your.
I mean, it's either or, right?
You're
we can
a
do that,
construct
or we
leg
can
to
do
do
the
it.
fire plane.
Because with the whole me jumping out the window plan, not only do they all very clearly see us coming, but the Magister is down there, so the plan is for me to get to the ground and then dump everybody out, and then we solo fight the army, or what's the plan that we've got going right now?
So like they already know we're coming.
Well,
That's not
yeah.
an issue. They know exactly where we are.
So my
Honestly,
question
the real
is,
hat trick would be get out of here without anybody seeing us and just go to a different point to attack.
so
That'd be fucking
my
huge.
question is, are we trying to get to the base of the tower and then fight our way out, or are we trying to just drop into the middle of the army and hope for the best?
Imagine these like 100 some odd idiots just waiting at this tower for us to come out. We just leave.
Yes, they are just waiting.
Yeah, definitely not, gonna bring down the tower probably.
Okay.
Tower's a lost
So
cause,
So what's
you know?
what's the plan?
Time for the first plane.
Okay, so if we're gonna go into the bag of holding,
Shadow
Could you
plane
just
real
have
or
the
fire
purple
plane is
Grugnug?
Grugnug just do a fire NATO?
I like Grugnug.
He has done his fire
That's
NATO.
better.
Oh, okay.
okay,
Like I said, the tower only had so much arcane power stored up.
That's fair.
I have another question.
Okay.
So, with these corals that we have,
Yeah.
there's one that says that we can turn into a smoke cloud.
Yes.
Does that include your clothing, or are you naked?
Include your gear. It's gaseous form, the spell.
Sweet. So, new plan. We go into bag of holding. You smoke cloud out a window, and you're just a cloud, and they don't know that it's you.
So
And
we have to set this room on fire first, make it really
The
believable.
one of the things with gaseous form is that you are person shaped, so you can't just go out separate. You would be pretty obvious still.
So I'm here for the plan. I like the plan.
Okay, even better. We go with Newt's plan, and we do the pink branch coral. We can make 2 portals 120 feet apart. So we go into the bag of holding. You eat the coral, make a portal behind them ish, and we're safe and on the ground, and they're surprised. All things perfect.
So okay, wait.
Okay.
Series of events then
Okay.
is I need a better image of this, I think. So it's like through which plan? Was it the fire planes plan or the airwalk out the door plan?
No, it was your plan of being in a different spot
Yes.
because all these idiots are staring at the tower.
Yes.
Okay.
So now they're staring at the tower, and we're over here.
So we're
coming
making a
out the
portal from the tower
Yeah.
to wherever 120 feet is from there.
Yes.
We don't know what 120 feet from here looks like.
It looks like 120 feet.
So
Is
I guess
that could
another,
be middle of a field.
another question.
Standing in the
another
middle of a
question
walkway.
should be asked with
outside the wall.
with
Yeah, we're
Belrune's-
outside.
with Belrune's peak out of the window. How high up are we still?
38 on perception.
38 on perception. You're still way high up there. You've got another 80 foot to the bottom.
All
another
right.
8
So in
floors or
that
so.
case, with the ring that they've got, like I liked your plan, but with the 120 feet, choices is either pretty
Yeah.
much still right in front of them with like the vertical, or 120 feet just in the
Communal.
air behind them.
We communal airwalk. just put a portal 120 feet out in the air.
And then you tiptoe away.
And then we just come out in the air.
Shit, dog. I mean, if that's what we're doing, or we just put the portal 120 feet down below us, and then we just skip the rubble.
So we put it
Into the ground?
80 feet below us because that's ground level.
Yeah.
And
80
we're
feet
just
below us.
on the ground outside.
No, we're on the ground inside.
We can't see inside. How will we place the portal?
Potato fucking potato. Okay.
I'm assuming it's line of sight.
Luck.
I mean,
It's line of sight.
I mean,
Okay.
you could,
It is.
he mentioned something smart earlier. I mean, you can send the bees hopefully through the rubble.
Can the bees make their way through the rubble?
oh yeah.
Yeah, bees are tiny. They can crawl through all kinds of little holes.
Can you
And
recon
you
with the
get
bees?
bee sight. You can see through the eyes of your bees.
you have definitely let me do that a few times.
Have I let you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
It doesn't
Yeah.
come up often, to be fair.
Why not?
So
How do
if
they
you
survive?
wanted, if you wanted to, you could send the bees. They can scope
Always
out the
playing.
room, and then we can use.
I'm
then
over
you
here
can
just
use
like-
the portal to go into the.
Okay, fire plane perfectly safe. Okay.
Okay.
They've definitely technically solved this puzzle 4 times now.
I know.
Yeah.
I really
we're
think
trying to solve this puzzle with optimum outcome, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not just solve puzzle; it's solve puzzle
And
with
not
benefit.
die. It's easy to solve this puzzle, but we fucking die.
So you just want to like B site to the next floor so you can teleport there? So you can portal
like,
there?
I mean, like, let's get as far as we
I
can.
say you've got like a couple swarms. Could we have one like outside reconning 120 feet from us? I just, you know,
Bees, the
They probably won't shoot arrows
possibilities
at
are
bees.
endless.
Yeah, but a simple fireball would get rid of all the bees.
Any kind of simple spell, yeah.
Yeah.
And at this point, they do kind of know that's your thing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, bees going down.
got like 5 swarms though. I mean, you
6
can
swarms.
sacrifice one to go outside and chance it.
Bees are friends. not food.
They shot you so fast. You opened that window, they shot you so fast. They're in no realm of possibility. Do they see a swarm of bees coming out of the window and they're not like, yeah, no. By no stretch of the imagination is that happening. So, bees down the rubble. She's cooking.
No, I just realized something.
What did you realize?
That I can't use it because I still have the telekinesis one activated.
Yeah.
That is instant death if I use it while this one's still activated.
I'm glad you caught that.
Can you telekinesis to clear the rubble?
I mean, one piece of rock at a time.
Everybody could just get to shoveling. It is just a pile of like wood and stone.
How many more charges?
I'll
of
just
Crown of Blasting do you
Tell
want?
ya exactly where to place it. It's gonna be great.
All right.
All right.
All right. That's the plan.
Okay.
I'll hand the coral to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your bees slowly make their way through the rubble and eventually pop out to the next solid floor. There's a bunch of crates still around. It seems like they've really kind of given up on the idea of moving stuff around these.
Okay.
Very military in uniform.
I'm sure the hedgehog is not super fast. The 120 feet is not far to reach.
He does not have a lightning sport talent.
Hey
and he's
man,
not
you
blue in color.
described him as a grotesque Sonic the Hedgehog, so it's safe to assume that
It's because he's
He-
anthropomorphic. He's humanized.
fast.
Is he blue?
No. He is normal
Got them-
hedgehog.
Them red Vans on.
I did also, you're right, I kind of reneged a little bit on the Sonic the Hedgehog. He is a porcupine, not a hedgehog.
Yeah.
So much longer quills.
Sonic the Porcupine.
Sonic the Porcupine.
Sonic the porcupine.
It's the evolved version of Sonic.
Oh god.
He's the Power World version of Sonic.
Oh,
So to make
This is Porcufast.
to make sure this works, would you guys want to spend a god token so you can just like see into my brain
No,
while
well,
it's
I
seeing
mean,
into
if
the bee brain?
we're gonna spend a god token, we could just ask Giannis to teleport us to the room below us.
That costs 2. There's too many of you.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna change
No,
it.
we're
Okay.
full send.
Sweet.
Yeah,
The
your
room
bees
goes through
have
the
good
portal
sight.
first.
Okay.
On that next floor, you want
George
them to
goes through
try
the
to
portal
take
first.
multiple floors. Your bees are going to kind of inherently move slower than like all you guys can as a group.
Yeah, they only have like 20 foot moves.
Yeah, they're very, and especially, when they're kind of navigating on their own. They're not an intelligent creature. It's not like you can tell them, hey, go down the stairs, and they just know what you're talking about.
Right.
If you told them to go find flowers, they could figure that one out quicker. But you're like, yeah, descend, and they're like, okay, and they're, pouncing around on the floor trying to find cracks and shit and just looking around.
Yeah, I want them to go like as close to the bottom floor as we can.
Yeah,
So we'll
I guess what I'm asking you is how much time, because they will make it to the bottom floor eventually, but they will not make it to the bottom floor as fast as you guys just teleporting to the next available floor and just taking the stairs.
We are waiting until they make it to the bottom floor.
Okay.
I want to.
Perfect.
Can I sleight of hand to peek outside again and just kind of like see what's going on?
There are the arrow slit windows.
Oh well, yeah, but I mean, I can't see much from that little vertical slit.
Do
He
you
said- he
try?
said,
You could like
yeah.
hop up into it,
So yeah,
Get
but that's
real
not
close.
As
Yeah,
fun.
but I can shut this door, right? I can't shut the slit in the wall.
Okay. You peek up. What's your touch AC?
Is my sliding hand gonna help with that? That's what I was rolling first.
Sure.
That was a pretty decent sleight of hand. 28.
Yeah, what's your normal touch AC?
Normal touch AC is 17.
Ooh. Cool. Cool.
Sounds like they touch you.
Sounds like I am touched. Who do we appreciate?
9.
You just, we see Melrune open the window, and then there's just like a flash of light. Turns his head back, and it's that like cartoon explosion. He's just, guys, I
There's
think they
this
saw
just
me.
like burst of rainbow color, and it hurts. It hurts really bad. You're looking at 33 points of damage.
He opened the
And it
same
just like
window.
blah, your hair is like blown back in a spike.
Yeah,
We were all like looking
we
down
shut
this
that.
hole, and we just like
Yeah.
turn around.
Yeah, as the spell is still casting, because this is like a continuous
Yeah, we just-
style thing. You close that door, you can hear it like blast against the wood for a moment, and then
Yeah.
stop.
Nice. Cool.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Outside's still not good.
It's his magic. I need a fortitude saving throw from you. I forgot. I forgot who was casting it.
Nat one.
Nice.
Jesus.
Could you do me a big favor?
Yeah.
I really want you to be the one to roll this.
Sure. Yeah.
I need a D8
Sure.
roll.
Yeah, I got you,
I
boss.
just gotta know what that number is. Real
8.
bad.
2. Damn.
2. You are blind for 2 minutes.
Cool.
Minutes.
He doesn't need to
you know,
see right
just
now.
East
versatile
isn't here, so
healing.
I just
Yeah.
it's you now.
Cure blindness myself.
You can cure blindness yourself?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, yeah. You just like step back, you close the door, the world is nothing but color.
Actually, before it might be better if you are blind, because then you can
You
more
can really
clearly
visualize.
the picture that I'm describing to you.
So there's boxes, and the room is down, and there's a chair. I see a door ahead. It's wood. Got it?
Perfect. Yeah, easy.
Yeah, your bees are descending, and as they reach 3rd floor out of 8, so they're just about to the bottom, they encounter heavy smoke and refuse to go further.
All right, this is where we're stopping.
What's the movement speed of the bees?
It's 20 feet per second.
Oh, per
20 feet per round.
Per round.
Per round.
I have about the same movement speed as them. I bet I could get a pretty good read on how far they've gone in this time.
You hear a call from down below. It is just this kind of like, no, it's a human voice. It is magically amplified. You have no problem hearing it. And he sounds kind of exacerbated. Surrender now, and we may spare a majority of your lives for questioning.
I feel like they're just gonna burn the tower.
This
with
is
it.
your final chance.
I feel like that's what's going on. I feel like downstairs is not the option. That's not the move. Like if they're coming across smoke, we haven't been to that floor yet. Why is it smoking?
Okay,
Could
so
be
then we're
cooking.
back to gaseous form out the window. Like that's kind of
Open the doors and show us your hands. Drop your weapons.
He's bluffing. There's still rubble between us and him.
As you wish. And with that, you hear a torrent outside. Air begins whipping like crazy.
oh, there goes gaseous form idea.
They have mages outside that are currently cycloning the air and forcing it through the front door as all of the improved alchemist fire goes up in flames.
They're gonna fire a tornado back.
You guys have a round before this turns into a kiln. I need
I can
initiatives.
get us out of here.
Oh no.
Do it.
I don't think the teleports. We don't have anything that we know is safe within range for the teleport, so we're just gonna have to fucking plane shift and walk it off.
Well, initiatives. My initiative. I'm looking at a 25.
Nat 20 was a total 2.
Uh,
25 with the nat.
Holy
total.
shit!
And
I
20
know you have
total.
more decks than me. Itzelli, top of the turn order.
It doesn't matter. A nat 20 takes top
well,
of
yeah.
a tie regardless.
Well, yeah.
But yes, Itzelli, top of the turn order.
What a
This
legend.
is
Followed by-
unprecedented.
Uzel,
I am always
Belrune.
bottom of initiative, so this is monumental.
Your NPCs, and at the very bottom is when the Inferno hits. Itzelli, how do you spend your round?
There's no one to attack.
You are like zoomed in. You are focused. You know what's coming.
I've been dealing with those bees. We're zoomy boys.
Yeah,
Um,
zipping around, looking for that pollen.
It's time to leave, my guy.
So what? Yeah. What's the plan?
The play is that we're not going to be on this plane anymore.
You've got 2 rounds.
Where are
you
we
do get
going?
a surprise round technically. You get to be active before.
Any plane but
Anybody
this
else.
one, not the ethereal or shadow
Jump out the
plane. I
window.
can take us to like the plane of water or something. And
Axe
that'll
in
be
all hands,
I
just
can't swim.
get in
falling.
the bag.
Or correction, I can swim. I'm wearing like 100 pounds
Land
of
on the
armor.
porcupine and just fuck
Yeah,
him up.
them
we're just
legs.
gonna have to. I mean,
Maybe
even
not
when we get
land
there,
on
we
the
can shove.
Well, maybe
people
not
in
land
the
on
bag
it.
and
Maybe
we
land
can
on like
just
his
kinda
buddy
airwalk
next
us
to him or
around.
something.
All right,
But I
we
don't have
can.
time to
Yeah.
airwalk right now, and I don't have time to.
Yeah.
we
That's
don't
the
have time to do
call.
anything else.
I
So I
Alright.
can get us to
I
another
jump out the
plane,
window and just
preferably
slow
water, because
fall,
then the fall
kind of,
damage isn't going to
at
kill
the
us if
very
we are
end.
not.
I need you to.
Over something
I need you to
like that, something, you know what
announce
I mean?
that.
Okay, I guess that's the plan. That's the plan.
Itzelli has jumped out the window.
What?
You guys are making your plan, and you just hear, and Itzelli is out. There's arrows that are hitting behind her. You free fall down, and just at the very tail end, you put your remaining hand on the wall with some of your
What?
others. You slow your fall so you don't take damage. You kick off from it, and you land in front of this guy with the rainbow sheen hair.
What do we do?
You guys continue your plan. It's gonna be great.
No.
I mean,
no,
like-
it's not. What are
Dog, we can't fight. Like
we can't fight this.
now we have to rescue Itzelli.
No, you don't. Continue on.
What? You didn't say anything before you jumped out the window.
Me and Ian had a whole conversation.
We don't know your
They
plan.
did.
Freebird starts playing.
To break free.
Oh, okay.
So
So
it's that whole scene from the Ninja Turtle movie. Hey guys, he jumped.
what? He jumped.
I don't have a mini for this Magister, so we're gonna reuse the Rhino, but you get the idea.
Okay.
Sweet.
Beautiful
we got a
rhino.
jet. Like it's one or all of us.
It's Elliot.
So,
Is
you
your
know,
turn.
You make a valid point. Like
So
she chose
that
her
was my
fate.
move,
Yep.
right?
That was your surprise.
So
Action.
you
It would take
fucking-
a full
I mean,
turn.
I don't
to move.
know
and-
if I could have
to
taken
descend
her
down,
anyway.
yeah.
I can't. I can only take.
I would give you. I'd give you one attack at the tail end of that.
All right.
If you
I
want
mean,
to land and just
fucking-
like punch him in the nuts once.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do we recall everybody?
25.
Do we give the all call?
25.
Like for like. the
He is
people
surprised
in
it
here?
hits. He's
I mean,
flat-footed.
like, oh, no,
he's
I
very
mean,
much
like,
not expecting this.
Well, no.
Are we gonna regroup somewhere else?
No, because our fight is still going on.
Right.
Like the armies are still moving in, so I don't want to. This isn't need for a full retreat.
'Kay.
We just need to get the fuck out.
23.
Yeah. We
23
need to regroup
points of
with
damage?
Someone else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any
So
bees?
So I need a
say,
heading because
Let's go towards
Negative.
the orcs.
Okay.
The orcs are about to break.
Your bees are though. There's windows nearby, so they're like coming out of the tower. They'll be here round or two.
Nice.
Uh,
Now I get to go.
now normal turn order. Itzelli.
Sweet. I'm just punching the shit out of this guy.
Yeah. You
Uh,
throw a kick in there somewhere.
right. 32.
32 does hit, but barely.
Shit. Not great.
You're looking for AC 30 now that he is technically out of surprise round and not flat-footed.
That doesn't hit him.
I would have to roll so high to hit this guy.
Hits.
Yeah, I think
Does not.
me and Mark might be the only ones that could consistently hit him.
Does not.
See 30, so I'd have to roll an 18 on the die.
Yes. That definitely doesn't.
Pretty much would have to just roll
doesn't.
above a 10.
Does.
How many is that? 4 solid hits?
4 hits, 6 misses.
4 hits, 6 misses.
I spent my last key point to add an extra d6 of damage.
Nice.
10, 16,
So you are
22.
Let me just paint the picture here. You jumped out of the tower, landed in
And
front of the
13.
magister and
13.
his little
then
fucking handyman. And
16
directly
for the
behind
last
them
one.
And 16
is
for
an
the last.
army of spearsmen and archers.
Yes.
And you
Another bee swarm?
You go down with all the bee. Jesus Christ. So I'm just saying, like, if we went to the ethereal plane, we could watch Itzelli's spirit pass over.
like I
Say
was
some
I was
final
hoping
goodbye,
you
you
had
know?
some big brain plan other than
It doesn't
Wanna
have
roll
to
bee
end this
damage?
way, man.
suicide.
It don't have to end like
7.
that.
7 points of damage. That is 97 points of damage in your turn. Very excellent.
What did that do?
97 points of damage.
Uzel,
Think
you
fast.
are standing there, mouth agape. You have 1 round before this thing kilns.
Well,
Do
I don't
you tell anybody?
tell anybody what.
What's your round?
Wait, whoa! Do I
Are you're relying on you're gonna hold for Belrune?
Wait, no, fuck you. What am I not? What? I mean, I tell them that she jumped, or
Yeah.
I don't. They
Mark's
don't,
not paying attention.
Yeah, I let them know that what Itzelli's gone. She's chosen her fate. We're getting teleported out of here. And I guess I'm waiting on Belrune because there's not shit I can do.
There's like a moment of disappointment that like he's not that like we're not going, you know? We're not gonna slice our way through this one or whatever, but he hasn't seen what you've seen, you know?
Yeah.
Alia like screams.
The sheer fucking force waiting outside. We're just
Yeah.
we're one drop team, right? Like
You don't have any action that you wish to perform. You're gonna wait till Belrune bails you out. Climb in a bag of holding. I don't know.
Be a
They're
man.
all looking at me right now. I just jumped down like a fucking superhero. Now's
Yeah,
your
no, they're
chance.
just
The tornado is still
Superhero
coming.
landing.
Yeah.
I mean, they're distracted. You can still teleport out of there.
Like I kick flipped him in the face with that surprise round. They are looking the fuck at me.
The fire's still coming. You're alone.
I think this is the most
God.
like useless and like scared that you've ever made Uzel.
It's a surprisingly good one.
because there's nothing I can do. Like
You guys can flee. I have sacrificed
Fly, you
myself.
fools.
Fly, you fools.
I guess we're waiting on Belrune. I guess.
Okay, you hold. Belrune.
I get into the back. Get everybody into the back of holding. I guess.
Okay.
Let's.
Alia will crawl in, but George does not.
That's fine. George, go help her.
Who's George?
George is
hand.
Alia's hand. So her sport talent, she conjures. It's kind of like almost the size of a horse, a giant human hand. It's got like tattoos and bandages on it.
Cool.
It's all calloused, and it's like who's it from the Addams Family?
Thing.
Thing, yeah. It's like that,
But the size.
and
of a
so he
horse.
jumps around and just like slaps people around and
Yeah.
punches people and shit.
Flick them sometimes.
She'll jump onto his wrist nub and ride him like a horse. You know, you good?
Oh, yeah, I almost got a cramp.
Oh. It's hard work playing D&D.
More potassium in your diet.
Need
And
some
more
pickle
water.
juice.
Ooh, pickle juice. that's
Yeah,
good.
There's a jar of pickles down in the fridge if you want.
I'll gather up with the team. Do I have line of sight once I can like wait on Itzelli? Cool.
Not unless you like
I'm not
really.
peeking again. I can't
Yeah.
peek again. Yeah. I'll say a little prayer for her to Agni.
What do you say?
I ask for his guiding hand on this traveler in the journey in the rest of her life and into the next. That, you know, she may cleanse as many as she can in her final moments, and I'm going to spend the last 4 of my prestige.
Okay.
Can I don't know if this is possible. Can I say a prayer and spend prestige to Kali to
What do you say?
give Itzelli my invulnerability.
I mean, it's what, like 24 seconds max that you'll buy Itzelli.
I mean, I don't know. She jumped out there. I'm hoping she has a plan. Would
What
that
do
be-
you say?
Um,
Yo, give her my shit.
no.
Oh, okay, yeah.
no.
Of course, you wouldn't say that.
I
babe.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. Kind of similar to the Agni prayer. I'm just gonna ask Kali to grant Itzelli my protection, so that she may.
That's horrible wordage.
Rip and tear until it's done.
Yeah, like so that she can survive or at least take as many with her as possible. And I want to spend. Let's see, how much prestige? I have 5 prestige. She can get 5.
Spend all 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully Agni will also bless us on our journey, because we're gonna need it, because I don't know where we're going very well.
They're in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I plane shift us to the plane of water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are immediately underwater.
Beautiful.
Greeted by
You're holding your
Charybdis, and
breath.
she is pissed.
Yeah.
Y'all, you sitting in a bag of holding, you got Mark, Alia, and Blitz. And you're just all like sitting in a dark circle. Just twiddling your thumbs.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're banking on the new guy.
Belrune, you shift out into the plane of water. And just as you do, it dawns upon you that you have 2 allies inside the tower. That were unaware of what's happening.
You let a child die again.
Grugnug is in there, my guy. We didn't do the all call.
You also had him use his last teleport, so there's nowhere he can go anyways.
Grugnug has scrolls.
Okay.
But you also left a child behind.
Well, we'll see if the traveler's blessing goes a little further then. We just gotta hope. Right now it's us, man. We gotta worry about us. This is an us problem.
Yeah, you are underwater. It is bright. You can see just fine. You can maintain an up and down simply by the light and the dark kind of deal, but it is disorientating. There is nothing around.
Yeah, no worries. I am gonna try to keep my best to stay like aligned with where I was in the other dimension.
You do feel some soft currents in the water.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in
Water
here
is
very
warm.
long. I'd like to cast air bubble.
You can cast that on your turn next round.
That's right. Yeah, we're still
Yeah.
in initiative.
You got to hold for a minute here.
Yeah.
As
Use my
in the
movement to
material
start.
plane, George slams down next to you. Your bees make clear of the tower, but the wind kind of is going to whip them away and distract for a brief moment. And the entire tower goes up in brilliant flames. Air is funneled in magically by many mages. And like almost instantly, the stones on the outside of the tower turn red hot. Like this thing is going to melt. Kind of fire. You can only hope that your friends got away.
I distracted.
Yeah.
Did you? The fire was still coming.
That wasn't the point. Point wasn't to stop the fire, right? Like,
there is a call that goes through your sending stone, just kind of generically. It is Jimmy, just like after that moment of like, holy shit, what was that? What, report it, you know, like, but you don't have time to pull out your sending stone and answer it.
you fucking
No.
like pull it out and drop it so you don't hear Jimmy anymore.
The man in front of you, he goes wide-eyed for a moment, but very quickly recovers this kind of professional veneer as he quickly draws his rapier, points at you, and he looks to the side and he looks around and he goes, "Fine." And he'll take an attack at you.
29.
One critical.
Okay.
The other one misses. Ooh, minimum damage. That is 42 points of damage.
Okay.
His other attack missed only barely. The Magister, the gigantic porcupine, nods in respect to some kind of unspoken thing between the two of them. And he runs over and he, with just one huge, meaty, clawed hand, is going to swipe George and try to move him away. He does so. He kind of picks up George. I'm going to put him over this way, but you understand. Sweeps up George, takes a couple of good, huge steps with him, and then slams him into the ground. He's going to deal some damage. George is starting to show some wear and tear here, but he's still in it for a while. And you see the rank and file spearsman kind of approach, but it seems that look that he gave, they're going to respect a 1v1.
Cool. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, he looks to you. "My name is Alexander. You will remember it for the short time you're still alive.
Okay.
When you reach the underworld, you may tell them I sent you.
Oh, I'm not going to the underworld.
It is your turn."
Cool. So I'm gonna do what Oozle tried to do for me.
Yeah.
I pull out 2 blood tokens and I call out to Kali
Yeah?
and I ask for Oozle's invulnerability
You get it.
and a strength bonus for the 2.
For the second one,
If she wants another one, I'll give her another like regular god token.
yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Invulnerability.
D4 plus 1 round.
Don't fail me. I don't. Oh, that's so weird. I don't know how
That's
that one
one.
works.
It's the one you can read.
Okay.
You rolled minimum.
Cool. I'm glad you knew how it could read. 'cause
Yeah. You have 2 rounds of invulnerability.
That's all I need.
However, as that hits, strength bonus. Ooh, very good. Increase your strength score by 11. Or 5 on the modifier. As you do that, you feel your hands, your spectral hands, shift and change. And 5 becomes 10. And you feel heat radiate from them.
Okay.
As the prayers from Oozle and the prayers from Belrune take effect, your spectral hands have been doubled, and they each deal a d4 of fire damage on top of their normalness.
All right. I begin a swinging. I should fucking hit now.
Ooh.
30?
30 is what you need.
Sweet.
Yeah. You hit.
Oh, shit. So instead of 10, I have 15 attacks. 6, 31. Hit. As long as I don't roll below a 4 for the first 5, I'm good. Now I'm at 26.
26 does not hit.
That will. 32.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've told you the DC. I trust you.
All right. Sorry, I forgot the DC. 28,
30.
30. Hit. Hit. Was it? That's it. So 7 attacks go through.
Noise.
I'm gonna do 4 fire.
Before fire and this one up to 11. So 12. Just gonna add 37. Minimum damage for 17. 20. 31. 26. 27. 24. 27.
Excellent. Heavy damage.
Nope.
No extra bees. Your swarms will be upon the following round. You do have the 1 swarm on him right now, though. So you can roll the 2d6.
8.
Another 8 points of damage. Yeah, he is right messed up. And you see, like, immediately in his eyes, he's like, I have made a mistake here. Like, this is not correct kind of deal. Belrune,
Yeah.
you are in.
the fire damage as well.
Yeah, I just added it into the
Yeah.
my attack bonus.
I'm
that
more
way-
than happy to just give you the straight
Yeah.
4 whatever.
Okay. Oh, I should have been rolling a d4 every time.
Should
huh?
be a d4, but whatever. 4 points of damage each.
Okay.
Whatever.
Cool.
I'm not honestly that worried about it.
Okay. I will roll it better next time.
Yeah. We're gonna start kicking my little feeties.
Yeah. You cast air bubble on yourself and you just give me a swim check.
Try to get up.
Is there an up in the water plane? or
Yeah,
is it
yeah.
just all
There's an
water?
up.
There is at some point a light source, and at some point there is deep and dark.
25.
25, yeah, you start flutter kicking as good as you can. Realistically, though, you feel like you're just kind of moving.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's gonna be like up and towards the direction I think the orcs are, from
Okay.
relative to where we were.
East.
Yeah.
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 Got it.
What I believe to be that direction.
You just
And I'm just gonna play it off of like fire plane logic, and so I'm just gonna keep moving that way for a while.
You may do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Itzelli back in the real world. What is your, or I need a sense motive check from you. Sorry. That's how
It's out here Spartan raging with many hands, and I'm just here like just keep swimming.
28.
28?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, he goes and he spins his blade around, the tip shockingly accurate. And as he goes for a lunge, and you duck your head over to the side and move yourself onto 1 foot to dodge the attack, he stops abruptly and jumps backward. He has fainted you.
Okay.
So you are flat-footed, and as he retreats as part of his action with his kind of specialty class, he holds out his left hand, and you see this shimmering force kind of appear in front of him, and he whistles, and the archers let loose a hail of arrows, and you are buried in arrow fire. And you see, before he understands, just a smug grin on his face. And as you emerge unhurt, untouched from the fire, the smile drops.
I smile instead. I guess we fight in the shade.
Oof. Porcupine not rolling super high. And George.
You doing good over there, buddy?
Enjoying the show.
George starts smacking back. They're having a fight. It seems though that every time George goes to grab, punch, smack this thing, all he finds are quills. And he is not. The hand is falling apart, kind of thing. He's not going to be here for long to help you.
Okay.
That was the bad guy's turn. Itzelli.
Yeah, I run up on that motherfucker.
Yeah, you dash, close the distance to him.
So because I moved, I can't flurry a blow.
No,
So I'll just get one attack.
just one attack. You could get no. The extra attack for the key point is only on a full round attack, I think. Yeah.
'Kay.
So yeah, you get a attack.
Cool. See if I've got anything else real quick. Besides just a single punch.
You do have 10 flaming hands. They all are rather grabby.
Thank you. That is genius.
I mean, if you've got more coins too, like it's not like we're gonna be able to get them back. You can call some favors in. You racked up quite a few. You patched the relationship with Poseidon and Charybdis.
I did. I did make Poseidon a better father. Yeah, no, fucking grapple this guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Even though it's what Ian wants, and that always kind of scares me.
You get a passive plus 20 because it's plus 2 for each hand.
Sick. That's plus 55.
Don't nat one.
Okay. 63.
Yeah, you grab onto him, all of your hands laid on his body. There is a little bit of resistance. You can feel this kind of magical force coating him, but he burns. He burns a good little bit. 10 hands, 4 points of damage each, 40 points of damage. He is not looking good. He
Sweet.
reduced a decent chunk of that, but a full round, he's not going to make it past that.
Sick.
An excellent turn. Your bees are effective on the battlefield, but can't quite make it to him because he
Yeah,
did that extra
Don't
20
want
feet.
them on him. I want them to start just swarming Luke's.
Yeah, they hit that. They go hit that spearsman line
Maximum chaos.
and just start annihilating. Just roll the one. Was that 10 on the first die?
Yes.
Each one of them deals 10 points of damage
Sick.
to subsequent targets. Yeah.
'Kay.
Spearsmen start like dropping spears and flailing arms. Mages are turning around like, oh shit, I got to do something for a swarm and get ready to cast some spells that way, kind of deal. But yeah, absolutely. Belrune, you're just flutter kicking.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to play against the clock, because I know that time is limited for people in a bag of holding.
Yeah.
So we'll call it 5 minutes of direction I think is correct, and then I'll plane shift back.
You've got
Not 5 minutes, but
you've got 4 people
yeah.
in your bag of holding right now, so it's 10 minutes divided through. So you don't have 5 minutes.
Right.
You've
Okay.
got 2.
Yeah. Okay.
So you give it your 2 minutes of swimming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, 2 minutes until they
Start
run out
suffocating.
of air, and then you've got a little bit of time still.
Yeah, but he's got so much armor on, and I don't want him to sink to the bottom of this abyss.
Yeah.
Fair.
He would just
I
go.
also don't want whatever's at the bottom of the abyss to know we're here.
You are a wonderful little packet of calories just floating in the ocean here.
Yeah.
So,
So I don't want to spend a terrible amount of time here.
it's a good call. It's a good call. You want to roll a perception roll for me?
Yeah. 28.
Down below, some of the darkness is moving.
Just gives a little wiggle.
Yeah. There's something here.
Nice. Okay. So maybe not a full 2 minutes. We'll play it by that.
We'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear. George is going to unleash a couple of attacks. George gets a crit off. Fantastic. But is going to take quite a bit of damage in return because of that. And the bad guy's turn. You have him grappled. He gets this kind of like paralyzed with fear look. As he's just like, I'm the best of military blood. My family lineage goes on forever. How could this happen? He starts kind of like monologuing to himself about how great he's supposed to be. You don't know this guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't mean nothing to
I
you.
just keep smiling at him.
You just keep smiling. Yeah, he's like running his rapier through you and just nothing. It is a shocking moment in his life. Some spearsmen start closing rank and start stabbing at you too, but you are unmoved, unfazed, and there is no hope of them breaking this grapple that you have on him. He screams. It's your turn.
Sick. Yeah, I just start unleashing fury of blows on him until he's dead and everyone around me.
Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to keep track. There's a lot of rolls happening. 28 with him grappled.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, DC 26 now. AC. ACDC. Whatever.
Automatic beast.
A newbies.
All right. So that was 8 good hits, 2 misses.
Okay. Tell me when you get to 40.
That's 40.
All right. How many attacks was that in?
2.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. two solid cracks. How do you want to do it?
I mean, just for thematic, just the 2 that are closer to his head of my ethereal arms just crush his fucking skull.
There's just this karate chops from the side. Brains erupt upwards into the sky.
Yeah.
Everybody like gasps for a moment.
Yeah.
I like that, like the imagery of like the flaming fists holding like his lifeless corpse in their hands over the ground. He's just like limp.
Yeah.
And then
The rapier clatters to the
course.
floor.
release him, and all the ones who are stabbing me, they're gonna get it too.
Yeah. Yeah. You just start unleashing around.
Deep.
They're averaging like 35 hit points. These are very low level mooks. I'm not too terribly worried about your damage rolls, but do you want to roll your 7 extra attempts for bees?
Yes, I would love to. Bees.
8 bee swarms.
This is a time for bees. Apparently, this is the session for bees.
The night of bee.
That was it. Just the one more bees.
All right, 7 swarms of bees, and they just spread out into the rank and file. They start hitting people. The bees at this point, they're veterans. You know, they're seeking out mages and stuff and getting in their eyes and mouths and noses, stinging and crawling in any crevasse they'll fit.
That
There's
was-
one guy that just didn't put his belt on before the attack happened, and he is having an extra rough day.
Oh no.
That is also the end of my invulnerability.
It is the end of your invulnerability. And as you clear out this space around you, do you have any last words?
Fuck the Mad King.
You scream out, "Fuck the Mad King," as you are downed in a hail of arrow fire.
Dope. How long do the bees live after I die?
They go for a good while.
Hell
it's
yeah.
it's mostly rank and file, and most of the wizardry is focused on this air spell, concentrating it to keep the tower from exploding on them. The tower melts down, they control the fire, and then they're able to deal with the bees afterwards. Belrune.
Just for cinematic, like, could I have pulled out my sending stone while I screamed "fuck the Mad King" so everybody could hear it?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, you tap onto your sending stone. Voices are going through. There's logistics going on, the all call kind of thing, and you just scream out the "fuck the Mad King," and you go down.
Hell yeah.
Could you give me a stealth roll?
You know, I can try, man. I'm not very great at that, but like, it could be worse. That's a 30 total.
A 30 total. You're, as stealthy as someone in the wide open can be.
Yeah. Yep.
The dark shape below does not seem to take particular notice, or maybe interest is a better word, in you. About 2 minutes pass.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, right around that 2-minute mark, I gotta prep up, so I'm gonna cast Airwalk on myself.
Okay.
And then,
It does not function.
well, yeah.
There is no air to walk on currently.
And then I plane shift back to reality.
Yeah, you snap back to reality. 2 minutes of walking. I would like. You got a like knowledge geography.
I mean, it's not horrible. It's not the worst of my knowledges.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 19 on the die. That'll help. 24 total.
24 total's pretty good. Pretty good. Is this your die?
That sure is, yeah.
Okay. Like the rest of them are Muppet dice, but that one looks special. You come to. You certainly did not head east.
Beautiful. Yeah.
You find yourself kind of south, maybe a little southwestward. You are in the middle of the woods. You can see the Great Divide. You are on the eastern side of it.
Okay, so I'm not horribly far.
You don't see the camp.
Yeah.
You do not see the fort at all. But the minute that you pop in, your sending stone just goes alive with chatter.
Yeah, I'll make my way to the ground, and then, I mean, am I on the ground?
No.
Okay, cool, yeah. So I'll make my way to the ground, dump everybody out, and start radioing back.
You're going to have to open the bag of holding and let in some fresh air before you make it to the ground. Because
Yeah.
your airwalk, you can only go your walking speed, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to take you a while. You are
Okay.
very high up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you spend maybe another minute or two walking down to the ground. You open up the bag, let the crew out. Everybody looks kind of shaken and confused. Blitz looks relieved.
Yeah, so I mean, this far from the fight, we maybe just want to give the all call. This is going to take us a little bit to get back.
You might be able to also leave it to your allies.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. The wizard tower has fallen, which was their main artillery,
Mm-hmm.
so they shouldn't struggle as much.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be like seen as a bitch for dipping from this fight when nobody else did.
Yeah.
You know,
It'll
we just got a lot of respect from the orcs. It would kind of make for bad business if we dip now.
It would.
You could just call East to come and grab you guys.
East is around. A
Fly
little
back
bit
in.
of investigate, and you'll be able to get your position. And East could fly out and get you.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna radio for Grugnug.
Yeah, you radio in for Grugnug, and you get Jimmy responding back. Oozle, is that you?
Yeah.
Hey, you been able to reach him? I haven't been. I heard you call for Grugnug. I've been calling for a couple of minutes. I ain't heard nothing. Where are you guys? What happened?
I'm not sure where we are right now. We're trying to make our way back to the fight. We had to exfil from the tower. We'll be there as soon as we can.
Yeah, I you got everybody?
Almost.
Not everybody.
Oh God.
Then I'm gonna call for East to come and get us.
Yeah, he's flying out. He's on his way. Itzelli, you feel peace. You feel warm. You feel kind of blissful. Like you don't have to worry about anything anymore. Before you sits one of your patrons, Osiris.
Oh shit! I didn't get snatched up by Daddy right away.
And he is smiling. And as he goes to kind of gesture behind him for you to enter your rightful place, you see Grugnug and Mo beside you. And then Osiris disappears. And the land turns smoky and green. And a very stylish wooden coffin appears before the three of you. And Daddy appears. I told you that at some point you would all be mine. Welcome, truly,
Wait, why
to
does he
your
have it?
afterlife.
I gave him my soul.
Contract. The upgraded contract.
All bodies and souls produced by the party.
But the body wasn't produced by the party. The fucking body was produced by the fucking arrows.
I thought it was just all bodies from the. Oh no, but the upgraded contract is souls, isn't it?
No,
Oh,
it was always been.
It was always souls too.
Oh, I could have sworn it was just balls.
Yeah, he didn't say that.
But me and Daddy are cool at this point. I just big old handshake.
Yeah. He embraces you. I have the most wonderful plans for you and your God-woken friends that I have already collected.
What's that? What are we doing?
We're going to change the order. We will rule everything by my design.
Ah, so you are Baron.
When we come back next week, you rejoin the fight. Thank you guys for joining us this week. We're going to have a couple new characters and a new face starting next week. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
You know, you're here. I'm here. We're here. Why haven't you liked, comment, or subscribed? Why? Why? I'm good.